Okay. Let's wait for some people to pop on. See who's about. Hello, interest in some East Northern Railways, train spotter 1997. We'll get started in a moment. We did start earlier, but the backdrop wasn't in the best lighting. Hello, Southern Fan Official, and I don't know how to read your name, so I'm not going to try in case it comes out wrong. We do a bit of zooming, bear with me. Let me just check that works alright. Of course, the real stream's about 5 weeks behind. That'll do. Yeah, I'm okay, Sam. Right, as you can see, we're currently not in the main part of Britain. We're on the Northern Ireland Railways network as part of a forthcoming feed to rail departures. We are currently at Whitehead with the 22:15 Northern Ireland Railways service to Lanyon Place, calling at Doncaster, Carrickfergus, Clipperstown, Troopers Lane, Green Island, Jordanstown, White Abbey, York Gate, and Lanyon Place. It'll probably be a 3,000 or 4,000. Let me just quickly see if Paddock Wood's on this feed, whether I have to change. Right, I'd have to change feeds. Anything that might be on this feed. I could do Lime Street on this feed. South Parkway's not there. Let's see what's on this feed before we continue further. Let's see where we get to. I'll move us along to Lime Street for now. See what we get there. So that's Liverpool Lime Street, the 22:12 Northern Railway service to Blackpool North. Just on platform number 3. Bloody hell, that chat just whooshed. It's not worth speaking to Harry about Jacob, Sam. It's like speaking to a fucking brick wall. Literally. That's why I've pushed him hell away from crew. He's a bloody brick wall. But there we are. Yeah, Paddock Wood Southern's not on the feed I'm currently testing. So we'll see what's on this feed before we move on to the other feeds available. Just to make sure this one works properly, which I think it does. Yes. I don't know if 𝗂𝗚𝗡𝗏's on it either. I'm not sure, we'll see. If it says not supported, we know it's not on this feed. No, it's not. I think Coventry's on it. I should check beforehand. Yeah, Coventry's on it. So what we got at Coventry? We have the 21:57 West Midlands Railway service to Kenilworth and Leamington Spa, which has 3 carriages. Of course you can buy this. I'll just go grab a link, then me mods can keep spamming it over. Bear with me. Let me try and find it. I sent it out earlier. Is that it? Okay. Right, throw me another locations for them. We'll see if that's in this main feed before going ahead with it. And see how far we do get Because there's not many stations actually in the feed I'm testing. Ireland is, well, Northern Ireland. Can't find any feed that covers Dublin. So chuck me through another station and I'll see if it's on this feed. If not, we'll move on to the other feeds available and work from that. The current one we've got is most accurate representation to the station. There's the next to Rouge Trent Valley via Birmingham New Street. I'll move this along to Birmingham New Street because I know that's on the feed. Okay, there's the 2157 London North West cross-country service to Manchester Piccadilly, which will have 4 carriages. No, this is the bigger one. It's the P3, which I don't think is available anymore. I thought we switched onto this one for a bit. It'll be a change, Alex. At least it can't be as bad as what we've currently got, surely, for Christ. I don't know if I've got the photograph on the non-streaming telephone at the minute. Now, I'm logged into Twitter on this. Yeah, hang on. I'm not in on Twitter on this either, but basically there was one train yesterday that got 109 late in Manchester, heading back to Nottingham. Rough date of GCR 2091. I'm going to get shot for this. But before you go back to school, I'll say that much. That's what the aim is. Sometime before the school return. Regardless of whether you're American, Scottish, Indian, Jamaican, I'm sure they're all back towards the centre of the year. I don't know. You're still connected? Yeah. Yeah, the people attending Sam's getting lower and lower and lower. And it's nothing to do with me. Because they're not sending me information explaining why or anything. There's another station up here, but I missed it. Leeds or Dewsbury. Oh, it's just gone dark. Is that coming through all right? Or is it blurred? Blurred, didn't it? Let me just brighten it up again. So I'll transfer it over to Dewsbury. Whitwell's not on this feed. We'll see what's on this feed before changing. How's that? That's coming through okay, isn't it? The stream. I'm watching the stream back. It's like a million years behind. Paddock Wood's not on this specific feed on that much. The only southeastern station that they've got listed is St Pancras International. Right, what we'll do is we'll flick back to the where are we? National Rail Inquiry's alternative feed, and just see if Meridian Water's even there. No. They say Meridian Water's got no trains, so it's displaying the timing point information code. I forget the full meaning, hang on. I'll Google it, because I can't flip and remember. Where's it say? Come on. Bring the page up. I know what it means, but I can't flip and tag it together. It's showing the timing point location code at the moment. Because there's no, like, actual feed. I can do all Greater Anglia on this other feed. Right. What we'll do, whilst typing in, say whether you want me to try and find it on the test feed or the standard feed. Hang on. I'm trying to find my computer charger. I don't know where the hell I put it. Bear with me. What's this I'm pulling? That sounds wrong. I might end up deleting the stream afterwards so you can't take it out of context. Disasters with fate. Bear with me. There it is. You probably got me in there. Pull as we go. Oh, that's that gone. Well, I put it stiff far that way, I don't know. Just get you step back up again. Must have just threw me desktop departures on the fucking floor. It'll be fine. Oh, mate. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. I'd use that, but I wanted to make a change. Actually, leave it on the fucking floor. There we are. It's actually settling better now. Where's my other phone gone? There it is. Right, what do we want? Norwich Standard. Right, okay. Bear with me. Is Norwich on National Railway Inquirer's alternative, which gives slightly more information that's accurate. He says, lying. Signal problems at Cambridge. Yeah. When isn't there? There was at March earlier. So the last train there is the 22:36 to Great Yarmouth via 𝗂𝗀𝗡𝗏. And the next bus is the 23:05 to Ipswich. Why is that looping? Hang on. Oh, there we are. Let's phone it. To Great Yarmouth via 𝗂𝗏𝗏. So that's a singular train. Oh, that's not right, is it? There we are. Stay there. It looked like it was cut off slightly on the right-hand side. There's no Dublin service this late at night, Adam. I'd have started with that otherwise. Right, so we'll do Oakwood, then we'll move back to the test feed. I shouldn't really be showing the test feed, but it's available to me. So I thought, like, why not? Let's show it off a little bit. Okay, there's Oakwood with a train to Leeds and Wakefield Westgate. I think the feed may be this feed may be malfunctioning, as it has been a fair couple of weeks. That's just going to loop, isn't it? This is the Leeds service from Wakefield Westgate. Is it going to show properly? No. Right, we'll go to kill winning. If I skip your station immediately, that means it is on the test feed and we'll show it afterwards. And there we go. There's a train to Johnston, Paisley Gilmore Street and Glasgow Central, which has arrived at the platform. Of course, operated by Scotland's Railway. You can't really have two locals, Adam, if you're about 30 miles from the other. That ain't local. Right, move over to Mansfield Tone. I need to tick that off yet, and I might do that in a few weeks' time. What I'm thinking of doing with that is Nottingham to... Oh, there's sod all there. I'm thinking Nottingham to Mansfield Widows, and then work us up to Mansfield Widows to do both sides separately. Falkirk Grahamston, I think I saw. There was a bus to Perth and a bus to Edinburgh. Is it going to show any stops? Is it fuck? Right. I don't... Norwich isn't on the test feed, I don't think. Let me just check the actual database that I've got. No. Norwich isn't on the test feed. You'll have to beg Greater Anglia to put it on Tiger, which is the test feed. what we'll do is I'll send you the link to 𝗬𝗂𝗏 itself, and you see if your station's on that before suggesting it. If so, we'll stick it through the test feed and put test with your station answer. Crew is on the other feed, so we can put crew on the other feed if needs be. Warrington, I don't recall Warrington being on there. Right, let's put Warrington bank key up. I forgot what it was for a second there, so I'm not actually looking over the thing. WBQ, the 2211 Transport for Wales service to Manchester Piccadilly. For Earlstone, Newton Le Willows, Oxford Road and Piccadilly. I think we did kill winning already. Right, Piccadilly is on the test feed. So we can do Piccadilly on the test feed by all means. No, this isn't crew. Is it coming through properly? Let me stick my hand in to blur it out and then try and make it blur back in again. Yeah, I know Coventry's on test. I remember that. Oh, bye, Adam. Right. What do we want? Coventry test, of course. We did that to start with, but we'll go back to it. We switch feeds. Then if you load up like the CIS summary widescreen and staff view, you'll get both informations piled from the board on there. So any files will show the station message on that system and the service information, such as carriage count and where first class accommodation is. So the next train notes the 2208 to Rugeley Trent Valley via Birmingham International. But the station won't show to via Birmingham International because it's not listed on the thing. You just check if Aberdeen's on here. On the test, hang on. Then we'll know. I know Scott Royal's got some stations on there. Not sure if there's a train at Aberdeen at the moment. Oh, no, it didn't work. Right, Chester on the test. Right, Chester, I think's on there. I can't remember. Yes, well, you should know because you're checking the thing for me, aren't you? There's the 2228 to Liverpool Lime Street. Yeah, I can do specific platforms if needs be. Merseyrail passes and saveways not valid on this service. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you, Transport for Wales. Yes, via the Alton curve at Lime Street will advertise via Runcorn, but at Chester it doesn't. Maybe that's because Chester doesn't mention... Maybe that's because even the Transport for Wales system doesn't advertise any sort of via. Maybe. I know about as much as you do regarding that. Alright, anything else for this big feed? This new great amazing one that duplicates a station. Should I choose a random one quickly, then we go back to the main? Let's see how far we get along. Yeah, chuck me nail in the arse, stop Rich, and we'll go through it. I say most, I'm lying. There's some of the Arriva stock has been sorted for Transport for Wales. The Great Western 153s, I think they've already got 2 in white. Right, London Charing, I know that's there. The first you'll see on that, of course, is a Sevenoaks via Grove Park, which has 8 carriages. Some of the times aren't working on it. Never mind. We know there's bugs, there's bound to be. This actually, it's all bug with the feed itself, not the board scripting. Because the only time I've got for that service is at Sevenoaks. As you saw there, Boss Lewisham to Hayes via Catford Bridge. Right, where's the Dover Priory? Because I know that's split, so I'll just switch this to platform 4 so we can see a dividing service on this feed. Then nothing at Aberdeen, I don't think. Won't be sure, right. Switch to platform 4, there we go. Front 2 coaches. Wait, 2 on Dover and Ashford via Ashford. Oh. Do South Eastern do trains in 2 carriages? It's not showing times there either, so I don't think Charing Cross is letting the information through. Yeah, this is a dividing service on the test feed. Currently it's a bit, well, odd with the timings, but it works elsewhere perfectly fine on this feed. To say if we had the 𝗿𝗏𝗳𝗏 and Aberystwyth, that would show all the timings fine. Here it's not liking any of it. Yeah, I don't get, Richard, why it's claiming front 2 for Dover via Ashford and rear 2 for Ashford only. And where's the train dividing? Ashford? Right, Dawlish. I think that's on this feed. Yeah, Great Western's allowed it through, I think. We'll see if it likes it. Because I think it's there. I was looking earlier. Yeah, there we are. There's an Exmouth via Exeter St David's. We'll get onto that in a moment, Alex. Calm down. This thing keeps losing focus, but there we are. I'm not going to brighten it any further. Just got to try and live with it. But I don't get why the stations are advertising 2 and 2, though. Hey, Tom. Don't know if he was around or not. I think rugby's on this other feed as well. We'll go through that and have a go. Then we'll switch back to usual again. Unless I find a wild Great Western that's saying like A, B, C, D, E, and F for coaches. I'll do a quick check. I don't know if it showed through the board actually. Just check this quickly. I'll just stare at rugby. Okay, I'm going to quickly switch it over to Reading. There's limited catering on the train. I've told it to bring up like non-stop and all that. Well, I say non-stop, I've told it to bring up not in service and charter, but there's neither of those around. Another 3 years for that. What platform is this train on that I'm looking at? 10. Right, I'm going to filter it. Polar 10. So look at this train then. I think it's running in from Western-super-Mare. I thought it was running in from Evesham. Here we are. This train has 10 coaches. Catering in front portion only. Wonderful. What if you're in the back 5? You're buggered. On that side, first class in zones 4, 5, 9 and 10. Standard 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 and 8. Bikes in 2 and 7. Wheelchairs in 5 and 10. I'll copy and paste a quick bit for that into the chat. basically what I was just saying about. This is, oh, I can't, it's a bit long. Right, let me remove that. Oh, it's still too flipping long. Right, here we are. That's basically what it was saying there. First class 4, 5, 9, 10. Standard 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Bikes 2 and 7. Wheelchairs 5 and 10. Well, that's Reading at the minute. Basically, Tom, a Great Western, they list it in any random bloody station they like, in any random order. I'll see if there's one around Didcot. I've got short platforms, but it won't show that through. This is set down only. I'll see if Bristol's got any at the minute. Because I know Bristol says it's just randomly put into the script. Any-o but right. Summit does like Virgin West Coast. First class is in zones 1 to 5. Standard in 6 to 8, for example. Ooh. Let's look at that. Right. We're going to emergency swoop to Bristol Temple Meads. There's a charter appeared. Right, what platform do I need? 9. Right. Let's filter to 9. We have charter enabled. Let's see if it likes it. Here we are. Charter train, calling it charter train only, charter train service. Good God. There we are. So we can do that, but don't know where it's to and from. When suggesting a station, say whether you want it through the test feed or the main feed and whatever. Right, we'll go Brighton. I know that's on the test feed because Southern recently released it alongside Lewis and all that. There we are. There's a Hassocks, Burgess to Victoria train. Engineering work blocking the Thameslink core, so it's you've got to get the tube between London Bridge and London St Pancras, apparently. Oh, stop clock watching. Nope. There we are. Buses through to Redhill, Merstham, Coulston South. So bus from Hawley to Redhill, Merstham and Coulston South. I'm going to play Guess the Station with this next one. I know, because I've just typed it in. You've got to throw a lucky guess. So I load up the test feed to get full information into it. Okay, what you'll see is a train to Walsall which has 4 carriages. There you go. I guess the station. For you, a great big clue, the train at platform 1 is the 2222 to Wilmslow, Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. Wilmslow, Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. Where is it? I'm going to brighten it up slightly as well. Yeah, you got it, Richard, eventually. Is that coming through any better? Wait for it to reset on stream and take about a month to do so. Can't tell if it's better or worse. It's slightly worse, isn't it? Never mind, we'll have to make do with it. I know 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗏's on the feed. I'm going to dim this back down to what it was again. It's just going to bloom otherwise. I was just saying I lost it for a second there. 𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗏. Come on, there we are. To 𝗿𝗄𝗄, calling it 𝗿𝗄𝗄 only. This is a southern replacement bus service. It even has to tell you it's a bloody replacement bus twice. Some possession around there, I don't know where. Meridian Water's not picking up because I think the service might have finished. It's all buses. They will be on strike shortly. Good blimey, the unions at South Western again for trying to bring in the 442s. On that though, the 442 𝗟𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗏 are in too dangerous a condition to ever be put back in service, and it's too expensive to scrap them. So the 𝗟𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗏 yard, filled with water, corrosion and rust, too dangerous to move, but too expensive to scrap. What do you do? I'm not sure if Stafford's on this feed. If not, we'll flick straight to the other one. No, there we are, there's Stafford. But I don't think it picks up direct non-stop, but I could do Terminator and all that. Flip a coin. No, thank you. Where do we go next? No, Deal's not on the test feed. The only South Eastern station is the St Pancras International. Even Ashford's not on it. Stratford's on it. Stratford Regional, as we officially call it. Because International's never gone international. There's a bus to Camden Road at 22:30. You'll see that go through shortly. I think it's London Overground. No, it's not off Traxley. No, it's not Startford High Speed 1. It's a Transport for London rail service to Shenfield. Ah, bloody hell, what did I do? I don't know if Avon's in the test feed or not. I'll have to check. If not, we'll switch back to normals. I think it might be, but I can't remember. No. Go back to NREA. There we are. Warblington, Emsworth, Southbourne, Bossum, Fishbourne, West Sussex, Chichester, Barnham, Ford, and Littlehampton. Where is Startford? This train is formed of 4 coaches. Ah, flipping hell. Stratford International. Stratford High Speed 1. That's not on the test feed, so we're going to use the standard feed. There it is. This train is formed of 6 coaches. That's 2 395s, isn't it? That's 2 javelins. Yeah, we're back on standard feed, so we can pick up most stations. East Croydon. I could do that on the test, but we're going to do it on the standard now. Come on, flick through the next stop when you're ready. What do we put in? Oh, Croydon. Yeah, of course we did. But there, though, Tom, if you're going to rename Stratford International, because it's not international, the bloody hell are you going to call it? There'll be nothing at Polesworth. Ah! Oh, my page just spazzed out and it moved the tab somewhere else. Penkridge. Never been, don't know what it looks like. Of course it's tiny, but the maximum carriage count's 4. Mind you, the London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street via Birmingham New Street is 8 carriages. Burley Park, station code buy. As in purchase, buy. There's Yeddingley, Alsforth, Wheaton, Panlornbin Park and Harrogate. So in theory you'd hear it. Maybe Richard. But the feed, of course, does mention that some are 8 carriages at Crewe. We'll have to find out. I know I think some was operating at 8 during the open day. Just check this one. Okay, for this next one, we'll move back to the test feed just so we get full information for a service. Watford Junction. Milton Keynes, Rugby, Coventry, Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, and Wolverhampton. Is it in Wolverhampton? Does it go in Sandwell? It is a Wolverhampton. That's a Virgin Pendolino. Oh, that bottom one is running 4 minutes early. He's counting it as a delay. Actually, I think that might be a set down. What platform was it? 7? Let me just check. There's a ton of platform changes gone around. Apparently that Wolverhampton should be on platform 8. Let's see, the 23. Yeah, I'll check 7 because it's expecting some set downs. See if it shows set downs. I don't know, Sam. That's the bloody trick question. Right, 7. Here we are. Service delayed due to a fault on a train in front of it. Right, okay. Is that a set down though? It went straight into the delay. That should tell a lie. No, it didn't. Let's go through that again. I don't know. If we could speed up time, we'd skip 10 minutes and try and get the set down. Because that isn't... Wait, is it? We're 22:41. Huh? I can't find it. I'm looking on Iris and I can't find a 22:41 heading to Euston. Maybe it is the... Yeah, it's the 22:30 set down. Or that it's advertising it as calling. Back to Liverpool Lime Street. There we are, there's a chest of iron on for Transport for Wales. 2 of them. London Fenchurch Street. Well, that was quick. Grays via Ockenden. That's what I said. That was an automatic announcement station, not manual. Grays via Ockenden. Formed of 4 carriages. Oh, nice to know. Body flipping full and standing. At least it calls it Sheffield and Lakeside. Acton Bridge. I don't know if it's on. Right, Acton Bridge is on this test feed, so I'll show it there. Bridge, Cheshire. There we go. Clapham would have to do in the other feed. Right, of course we know that. We know 61016 𝗂𝗙𝗎𝗂𝗏. There we are, Liverpool Lime Street, calling it Runcorn, Liverpool, South Parkway, Liverpool Lime Street. Who's it under? Please note, mind the gap when boarding. Oh, of course. Please note to mind the gap. Who do they think we are? Maybe it's a great big gap. I've never been. Might be as big as Gainsborough. Yeah, I think originally Acton Bridge was what, hourly? And that's every 2, if that. Right, we'll overload the board. Not deliberately. And we'll do it on the other feed, so we're not straining this one. Clapham Junction. There we go. London Victoria only. With the new system at Clapham Junction, it will not announce any departure times heading towards Victoria or Waterloo. I suppose it's easy because it's so regular. So there's a Victoria train formed of 5 carriages for Southern. So you could well be from Milton Keynes. And they're currently on Rogers platforms. I think Roger has 14 and has 11. We've done Lime Street about 500 times. Deal. No deal. Woolmer, Martin Mill, Dover Priory, Folkestone Central, Folkestone West. The disabled toilets at Deal are currently out of order. So no deal then. No deal. Not worth it. Bye to it. Lichfield what? City or Trent Valley? You can't just say Lichfield. Well, you can because you did, but it doesn't mean anything. St Helens Central, which is the Liverpool one. There we are. Goswood, Bryn, Wigan North Western, Leyland, Preston. When we're looking, Portland Filed and Blackpool North. You're going to tell me carriages? No, Northern's not put it in the system. Oh no, moving on. 47 minutes, right, we'll be shortly. Newton Willows. There we are, there's a train to York apparently. And going as far as Huddersfield. Well, that's not right. But where are Newton Willows? Is it on Tiger? No, so we can't show that properly. What we'll do is switch back to the other feed and go Doncaster, in case there's an IEP out. There was severe disruption. It looks like a train hit a cow at Templehurst. I think it was a train heading up to Leeds. With a course diversion, it worked with the closure at Wakefield. So there's a Hull train and a Gould train. No. You've not been to this one, Sam. What I might do as a bit of overall confirmation for everybody else is sometime within the next week do a finalised confirmation stream for crew, and that's all sorted. Currently it's A is coming, then B's saying that A isn't, then C doesn't know what the bloody hell's going on. Chuck a random station up, okay, right. Whilst we're on Tiger, this will be fun. London King's Cross. There's an Ely train, fast to Letchworth Garden City, Royston, Cambridge, Cambridge North, Waterbeach and Ely. A Great Northern service formed of 4 coaches. Well, I wouldn't expect 8 at this time of day. Let's see what's at St Pancras. Because of course the Eurostars are finished. Oh, bloody hell, hang on. No. Twitter at Southeastern Railway. There we are. Stratford, Ebbsfleet, Ashford, probably. Was it going Gravesend? Oh, Gravesend. Motherwell on the standard feed. There we are. Shieldmuir, Wishaw, Carluke, and Lanark. Via Shieldmoor. There's a Scadden train appeared at the bottom. Welcome to Benton 2 Sierra 01. Please stop at the relevant car. No, you passed it. I'm going to literally try and kill this bloody thing for some strange reason. And send it to London Waterloo. We'll do Rotherham shortly after, even though the Super Tram's finished for the night. No, 2 Onslow, 6 minutes apart. Is one going a different way? Let's go for a short set and then I'll switch it over to Rotherham Central. We've just done St Pancras. There's Rotherham Central. There'll be nothing at Baggin at this time of night, surely. No, there isn't. I've just checked elsewhere. No trams this late, is there, Tom? I think they finish at about 9 o'clock on a Sunday. I thought I was out of town till next week, but just the route map. I think they're well finished. Starting at about 7 AM. Something like that. Highton. Roby, Broad Green, Wavertree, Agadoo, get banned, Liverpool Lime Street. Yeah, 2 services every 30, but for the past week, there's been no 03 and 12 departures off Rotherham Central due to tram faults. A couple of days have had the cancellation reason. Some have just timed out as delayed, some have been cancelled with no reason. They can't run Brig daily because the group put it down. Saltburn by the sea. Let's see if there's anything there at this time of day. It would, but not with the TSRs that we've got, Tom. The 5 at Northorpe and Brig Gates. It wouldn't work. There we are. Marske, Longbeck, Redcar East, Redcar Central, South Bank, Middlesbrough, Thornaby, Eaglescliffe, Allens West, Dinsdale and Darlington. But with the TSRs at Northorpe and Brig, it won't make any difference. The Saturday services on return from Brig to Northorpe are about 20 minutes behind. So I can imagine that every hour, and minus the hour sit around at Cleethorpes, it wouldn't have any way of making the time back again whatsoever. Right. For this one, we're going to switch back to the other feed for full information. Worcestershire Hill. Which it says it's on the feed. There's a bus to Worcester Forgate Street, Malvern Link and Great Malvern for West Midlands Railway. Which is very helpful. No disabled access. Joyful. Cheltenham Spa on the test feed. Them two trains are there. So the Birmingham train that has 5 carriages. What about the Bristol? The Bristol has 5 carriages. This is from Edinburgh. First class in zone 5, standard class in zones 6 to 9. Which Roger will be announcing. There we are, Bristol Parkway and Bristol Temple Meads. This train has 5 carriages. Does 1 Lima 20 run on Sundays? Let me see. Yes, where is he? Chinley. Well, at least he's not 2 hours behind. He's complaining of a trespass incident. So what I'll do, shove it onto the other feeds again, because it's not on the test, and we're going to go to Edale, which has bloody good hills for photographs from what I've heard. Never been, so I can't prove it. There we are. East Midlands train service calling at Hope, Bamford, Halirsage, Grindleford, Doran, Totley, Sheffield, Chesterfield and Nottingham. That's 1 Lima 20. And Alfreton. Oh, stop being special. We know it goes right the way through. and it's complaining of trespass. Yeah, it's only a couple of minutes down. Also calls at Langley Mill at midnight 01. Not listing that, is it? So on a Sunday, that calls additionally at Alfreton and Langley Mill. But Monday to Saturday, it doesn't. That's strange. Yeah, Chesterfield at 23:44. Then you've got the 23:55 back to Sheffield. Let's have a look and see what's at Chesterfield. There we are. Is it Leeds calling it Sheffield only? Oh, for goodness sake. It has 7 coaches. It is going right the way to Sheffield and Leeds, not calling it Wakefield because of engineering works. That's the issue with the alternative National Rail Inquiries feed. It doesn't loop round the calendar day. Sheerness on C, station code SSS. Yeah, that'd be a cross-country high-speed train. Oh, there's one at Sheerness, the 2300 Queenborough, Swale, Kemsley and Sittingbourne. This train is formed of 2 coaches. It's a 4-6 something, ain't it? 4-6... I don't know. I don't know Southeastern bloody local stock. Now the 376s look... Oh, no. 466, that's the one. I don't know anybody's riding the thing. But then they couldn't not run the service in case somebody wants it at, say, Queenborough, Swale or Kemsley. If they didn't want it, then they wouldn't have to run that service. But the chance that people might want Queenborough, Swale and Kemsley is enough to keep that service running, even if it's empty. There's one heading the other direction back, I wonder. Just check at Swale. Yeah, there's a Sheerness at 23:44. Right, what's next and last then? I'll shove us off shortly. It looks like we've been on for over an hour. Yeah, they probably went to Swale Bridge to catch that rail tour there. That'd probably be the decent shot. I can't find no videos of the bridge in operation though. Thanks for £2 the railway game, and that's far from enough to buy you board. Far from it. And for that, I'll get about £1.65. Thanks, deduction. For Sheffield, I'll switch it back to the test feed because it's on there. I know that because I use it when I'm there. Cheers, Southern Fan Official, not getting away with that one. There's a Doncaster only TransPennine Express service. I don't know why that is empty. Crofton Depot? Do a donation race if you so desire. I can send the money to Great Ormond Street Hospital. Another toon poem from the Railway Gamer. Get wrecked. Well, you're not really beating anybody, are you? Because all you're throwing so far is £2 . Stafford, I feel we did earlier. Let's do one or two more. Does Northern have a depot in South Yorkshire? As in great big one? No. As in small one? Sheffield. And of course Doncaster West Yard, but that wouldn't count. Although you can see that on the new Doncaster rail cam, which is supporters only, or I think until Tuesday, Wednesday morning, it's available on the Railcam YouTube channel. £2 from Southern Fan Official. 6 laughing squidgies. Blobs, that'll do. Yeah, you see you're saving that 20, so I've been saving my crew fare since, what, January already? Right between then and now, I've so far been thinking, don't bother, just cancel the bloody thing. But, yeah, I'll push myself to do it. If I end up cancelling a few days before, so be it, there's advance warning. I don't have £300, the Railway Gamer. I practically have what you've sent over and that's it. I need to screenshot this, bear with me. Oh, hang on, someone else joined. I was going to get all 8s across the screen. What a letdown. Never mind. What should we do the next one then? And push off shortly. There we are, let me... Got it. I'll Twitter that or something afterwards. Follow @RealFabe to see that screenshot. Is Tom Beresford still here? Because I have a question before we go. Who hasn't? And also, for the crew do, I'll be doing what I did for Spondon and Twitter tagging it, just to try and keep it in the flow of anyone who's following the Twitter tags. Probably nobody is, but it's there if needs be. Well, Sam, practically, it takes me 3 months to get up to £60. So figure that. Between 20 and 25 a month. It's absolute garbage, but it's hell better than this Tory government's universal credit plan. Because that'd be 2.5p's. I'll figure yourself a plan back, Richard. That's always helpful. I was going to assist someone doing their there and back plan, but the last minute, someone else then says that they're not going, which is what I was on about, like, what, 15 minutes ago, where A, it says they're going, B says that A isn't going, and C doesn't want the bloody hell to think. And in that case, C is me, the bloody host. So if A says they're going, B says A isn't, the hell is C supposed to bloody do? And think, and what? I think there's a couple on my Discord that are going. I might do a poll, but then I'll be dreading the results afterwards. In the last run up to it. At least someone's coming then, Richard. But yeah, what I'm going to do with Crewe is like I did with Nottingham and Worksop. Them not pissing about trying to battle 1 hour for announcement session, 1 hour for Trains Act. Because I could split that in parts up and down the station. I split that like the top hour is Chester and Liverpool side. And the other hour, before we get the train over to Stoke, the other hour is the Shrewsbury and London side. No, I'll just be doing like trains and announcements at. And then that can be captioned by whoever wants the effort to do it as extra homework, who's not on GCSEs yet. I know some people aren't. There'll be some people sat around, either done the GCSEs, done the homework, wanting something to do. Fill me captions out. I did the last set. I did the Oakham Day and the Mowbray Day. They're all completely done. The compilation isn't. Is there a train code map that includes a tram train on the Rotherham line? Yeah, Railcam or Traxi. What? No. No threats on your device. Well, thank fuck for that. I'll switch this back to Lanyon Place. Come on, switch back. No trains at Belfast Central. Wonderful. Oh yeah, you need to get Elyton, don't you? I don't think I've seen your bits come out yet. You might have done. Mine I wouldn't rate very well, but there we are. See if Liverpool Central's on Tiger. No. Come on, I've switched feeds. There we go. Moorfields, Sandhills, and all that to Kirby. And the West Kirby's in. Or is one Kirkby and the other Kirby? It's strange that. Two different spellings, but are they read the same? Any Scots or Liverpool's about? Are they both read the same or are they both different? Is it Kirkby and Kirby, or are they both Kirby? No. So why do you need two different spellings? There's nothing at Curra. Curra's finished for the night. All trains through Cree and Larrick finished a couple of hours ago. Right, I think we'll call it shortly. Tom's not around. I'll drop him a message afterwards, I suppose. But yeah, those for Crewe. There's a link to my Discord server where the plan is on my boat page. Or you can follow me Twitter, and I'll post some information there on the day of my location and DM you my action plan. So once again, any for Crewe, either join the Discord server and check the channel on there, or follow my Twitter at @RealFabe, and I'll DM you the day plan. At least mine, anyway. I'll have to rejig it for everybody else slightly. Can you get the boards for cheaper? There is a cheaper one, and that's the desktop for $159. I'll see if I've still got the link and repost it. But yeah, we'll now start to call it to an end. We thank you for joining. We've now got approximately £8 of your money. We've been on for 75 minutes. we'll donate whatever we actually gain from this. Oh, hello, High Tone. We'll donate whatever we gain from this stream properly over to Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital in London, so they can make best use of it. I know they're appealing for additional equipment currently, but I've just not had the full enough funds to forward over. I think currently they're trying to get some part of new equipment to speed up all these scans so it doesn't take so long, and I think the total they're aiming for is 24,000. I think they're currently about 3,000. Actually, you can do that as well, can't you? If you've got any spare oddmances in your account, forward it over to Great Ormond Street for me. Even if it's like 50p every little... I'm not going to say that because I'll get... Oh, sorry, every's little helps. Don't ban me, Tesco's, you arseholes. Yeah, every little helps. Help the children. They're the future. We're not. It's like Brexit. If we decide it for ourselves only, we're selfish. Because we're not thinking of the future generations. Because we're 73, we're focusing on what we want only. So don't focus on yourself. Focus on the younger generation, which might even outlive you. Say, for example, you die off at 70, but someone born in 2006 behind you, or alongside you, lives to 73, they'd have outlived you, but you'd have thought about yourself and not them. Enough jabbering. Donate any spare change to Great Ormond Street. Join my Discord or follow my Twitter at 𝗿𝗏𝗡 for the latest crew information.